Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing, everybody? How was your night? How was your Thursday? We're going to be moving this stream over to Thursday night to see if we can pull some more viewers and just to see if I can get some more sleep throughout the week because, I just, after doing the Red Net show on Monday and all the work that goes into that, I put in like 12 hours a day on Mondays. I don't know if you guys realize this or not. Just getting everything up, ready to go for that show, and then immediately going back to work and then staying up or getting up at like 5 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday and then staying up till midnight the next day. It was taking a toll on me. So we're going to see if doing this on Thursday makes this a little bit easier on us. So let's go over there and see if we've got anybody in the live chat here. Doesn't look like we've got anybody over there yet. Turn this down just a little bit here. So, yeah. We are going to play some video games tonight. I hope everybody's excited for that. I'm sure that we need some sort of release going on here. I need a release. Definitely was a stressful day for me today, so I need a release. We need to play some video games. We need to just relax and unwind from the stupidity of politics that goes along with everything and do enough of that every day and get some more in here. My name is Jay Edgar. We are streaming live right now to YouTube, DLive, Twitch, Periscope, and Facebook. And hey, if you're over on Facebook, why don't you grab one of those links above you? There's a link for the DLive, the Twitch, and the YouTube. Go ahead and pick up one of those links and hop in the live chat here, because I'd love to talk to you while we're doing this here. We've got plenty to do here. We've got some new music here. The Jam and Sam Miller channel over on YouTube doesn't ding copyright for YouTube, which is cool, because I can actually use the music at some point just to introduce it. But I think it's time for us to cut this out here and head on into the game. Let's get rid of that here. Let's get the full screen up here and let's get ready to start playing, huh? I hope you guys will enjoy with me tonight. Sorry, I need to set a couple things up over here. All right, let's get going. So, yeah, I've been playing with my NCR character for the last couple days. But we're not here to play with the NCR character. We're here to play with Jessica. And we're going to go finish up the Sunset Sarsaparilla mission because right at the tail end of the last stream, I got enough caps to finish this one up. So we'll start off with this one. I haven't decided yet whether I just want to keep exploring or if I just want to hammer down the rest of the main quest. Because I know there's plenty more to do in this game. I know we're already 114 hours in, but there's so much more to do. Plenty more to do. Alright. So. Alright, Festus, let's talk.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the headquarters of the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company. Wrangle up a stool and listen to old Festus jaw a while. If you and old Festus are old pals, say a command now. Otherwise, say, pleased to meet you, and we'll get acquainted. Or, if you have more important things to do than talk to old Festus, say goodbye.
So we did his dialogue options long ago. Before we started the DLC even, I think we did all the dialogue options here, but now we have enough caps to do this, so we'll deposit them.
Woohoo! You did it, partner. Bullet for you. Old Festus knew you could do it. I suppose you'll be wanting that prize now. Well then, hold on to your hat, 'cause it's a doozy. Not many people have heard the true story behind Sunset Sarsaparilla. Well, it's a right honor. And now, without further ado, your prize, the Legend of the Star. Long make a sarsaparilla flavored drink. The stranger said he would happily share his family's recipe for the drink on one condition. The condition being that the stranger would be allowed to sample the bottle whenever he liked to ensure the recipe was being followed to the letter. The man happily agreed, thinking the drink would make him rich, and the stranger promised to meet him by sundown the next day. The next morning, the sheriff stopped by and reported that the stranger's body was found on the side of the town road. He'd been killed by bandits. The man, cursing his luck, closed the saloon early that day, just as the sun began to set. But after he'd locked the doors, he turned around to find an unfamiliar bottle on the bar with a note beneath it. The note was sealed with blue wax in the shape of a star. Opening it, the man found it contained a recipe for a sarsaparilla-flavored drink. Sampling the bottle's contents and finding it singularly delicious, the man gave silent thanks to his mysterious benefactor, wherever he was. Being an honorable man, the saloon owner paid for the stranger's funeral, thinking it was the least he could do to repay him. The saloon owner went on to become rich selling the new drink, and to this day, some bottles of Sunset Sarsaparilla have a blue star under their caps. Some say the saloon owner ordered it done in honor of the stranger. Others say it's the stranger sampling the bottles like he promised. And that's the legend of the star. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you continue enjoying Sunset Sarsaparilla.
How we doing, Wyatt? Sorry, he was going through his speech there. Apparently I failed the quest. I don't fucking know how, but we'll figure that. So, is this some kind of joke?
The Sunset Sarsaparilla Company has received a number of complaints regarding the prize awarded for handing in Sunset Sarsaparilla stars. Therefore, we have seen fit to provide another prize that we feel will placate the most discriminating customer. Just head through the double doors and follow the hallway to your left to the very end. An attendant will be there to present your prize directly. We at the Sunset Sarsaparilla Company would once again like to thank you for your patronage.
How we doing, Unsatiable? Would I fight a socialist? I mean, I'm not the aggressor in this situation. To defend myself, I would do it, but no, I don't go out and aggress. Alright, so we have got to head through the double doors, which are not over here. Wanted to do the pod today, but just couldn't, so Friday it is. Well, I know that there's going to be other competition for that time too, so keep that in mind as we go forward. But yeah, absolutely. Do it up. Yeah, I noticed I didn't see you up there today. I got a back episode for you. If the socialist tries to take the means of a production, would you beat them in a fight? Well, I mean, at that point, yeah, you're defending yourself and your own means of production, so yes. Defensively. I am a pacifist, so. Dude, I can still hear that fucking thing.
But the sun came and went, and the stranger never came. The man figured he'd been tricked and went to sleep, leaving the ingredients he had purchased down by the bar. The next day, the man came downstairs to find a single bottle.
There it is. So, this was locked, require key at one point, but now we have the keys, so we can open it and find our true prize. Dozens upon dozens of Sunset Sarsaparilla deputy badges. Now we can also reach in here and grab a large amount of bottle caps, which I don't know if they intended to be currency when they were making Sunset Sarsaparilla. I'll take one of these. So the developers did give you a good reward for doing this, and I mean at this point of the game we hardly need the caps. What are we at? I mean, doing this early in the game or without the DLC actually probably would be a lucrative business venture, but I mean, I've got 83,000 caps at this point, so preemptive self-defense is the best self-defense. I think that's kind of an oxymoron there, Unsatiable. Welcome back, by the way. I haven't seen you for a while. But the other thing that we have in here, after we clear out all the bottle caps, and there are a lot of them to pick up, is we have an adventurer in here laying down named Alan Marks. So we'll read what the holotape has to say, or listen to it rather.
I guess this is it. Not much air left now. Minutes maybe. And this is what I have to show for it. I guess the joke's on me. Probably shouldn't have killed all those people. Probably should have stayed at home and taken care of my mom. She always used to say people who murder and steal die bad in the end. Said they...
And Alan Marks passed away at that point, probably suffocating in here. I gotta level up. I only have a few more of those to go. Let's see. I guess let's throw some into barter. I thought I was at level 50 on this character already. Explosives. But I'm like maxed out on everything here at this point. Just about. Bring that back up. Well, we'll throw one in there too. And I don't get a perk this level. He is carrying energy cells and leather armor. And the unique Pew Pew. That is a unique laser pistol. $111 damage, 214 damage per second, which will be updated when we use the optimized energy cells. For 3 pounds, 111 damage for 3 pounds. That is nothing to fucking sneeze at. So, that is the end of the Legend of the Star. And that fucking thing is still talking.
And sometimes you can even find a blue star under the cap, just like that man did so many years ago. And that's
Yeah, I wanted to make the pod on Tuesday. That's not too bad. Yeah, you got everything ready for the pod, Wyatt?
Sarsaparilla.
I want to build a real-life Thorn and make Antifa thugs fight some rednecks for my amusement. What do you mean, Thorn? Are you trying to clone Bella Thorne? I worry about you, man. I really do.
Alright. Always comes first. So we have seen fit.
Thorn from New Vegas. I can't think who Thorn is right off. Oh! The Thorn with the E. So it doesn't have an E in the game. I know what you're talking about now. Or they make the animals fight. Well, that would be a good thing too. I was just on Twitter before I got started here, and there was some, Freckle Liberty was over there and fighting everybody on Twitter, as she usually does, and, talking back and forth about the Marxist ideals of BLM. And the one woman was talking about trying to say, well, prove that BLM is Marxist, and somebody else put up an article and said the terrorists admit that they're Marxists, and she replied back, well, the Proud Boys and the KKK are terrorists, and I haven't checked for the response yet because I went live here, but I'd like to see what she has to respond, because I went in and said, well, you know, 3 things can be true at once. You know, BLM, the Proud Boys, and the KKK can all be terrorists at the same time. There's no law against that. They all suck anyway. You realize that I've been tempting that we're going to go over to New Vegas Steel since the end of the DLC, and I still haven't done it yet. We also have to go over here too, because that is a part of what the fuck is his name? Arcade Ganon's companion quest. So I think we're going to wrap some of this up here. I want to see 6 Antifa with small knives fight 3 rednecks with spears. I think the spear wielders would be too OP in that situation. Wyatt, why don't you weigh in on that one? Crunch some statistics for me and see who would win on that one. You know what we could do? We could get that program from Deadliest Warrior and see and input all the damage specs from it. You guys remember that show, Deadliest Warrior? I have one of the seasons. I think I have 2 of the seasons on my Amazon account, which I said the deadly word, and I think Unsatiable is going to melt because I said Amazon. I have faith in the beard. Alright. What do I have for weight right now? Do I have to drop anything before I go in there? Yeah, I do. I gotta drop a lot of stuff. Let's go visit the Gunrunners. Then we'll go do New Vegas Steel.
Welcome, sir or madam. Do you wish to purchase something?
I do.
I am ready to process our transaction.
Wyatt, when are you gonna grow a beard? Let's get rid of that. And unfortunately, I've been trying to collect all the unique weapons, but that's 20 pounds. So we're just going to get rid of that too. I'm actually going to drop that as well. But I'm going to hang on to that, because that's pretty cool. We should go find the other one, because there's a unique one of these, a unique Tesla cannon, and I know where that is. Let's see, what else can I get rid of? We'll hold on to that just because it's unique. Really gotta get rid of those things too. Which I've also been saying for quite a while. Jessica doesn't do drugs, so we don't need the fixer. Get rid of the Hydra too. I don't know if Hydra counts as a drug or not. I do kind of want to do a drugged out run and just see what counts as a drug and what doesn't, and what you get addicted to and what you don't. I don't really use melee weapons either, so I can get rid of that shit too. I will stop the NSA. You are Admiral, but you will fail. I'm sorry. And I want you to succeed. But I don't believe you can. Holy shit, why am I carrying so much scrap metal? Oh, Jesus. I've missed you, Unsatiable. But I still have to ask the question, do you think about the things that you put into chat, or do you just like to hear them for the first time, like, along with the rest of us? This is stuff you can't get anywhere else. I'll hold on to those poison glands though, because I can make shit out of those. Alright, let's see if I can get some primer stuff. Some reload stuff. Considering I'm about to have 90,000 caps. In a game where you're usually lucky if you get 3,000. Dude, I could buy some serious fucking iron in this game. No, he doesn't have any reload stuff this time. That's fucking lame. I like the reload stuff. Alright. We'll deal with the rest of this later.
Come back and see us again soon.
Maybe 2 trillion because they have big servers. I won't be violating the NAP since they will be my own dick pics and no one else's will be used without their permission. Well, I might have implied permission at this point because Mayor de Blasio may have seen mine. In fact, there's a very good chance that that's happened. Looked into purchasing a gimped firearm in California and the headache is not worth it. Gotta get out of California, man. Dude, your sky is red over there. The sky is not supposed to be red. Alright, we're down to 214. Good. I've got some room now. And of course, I can always use the pack mule if I really need to. Let's go see New Vegas Steel. I blew that up already. This is one way to find out. Yeah, I blew that up already. Dude, I don't care how strung out you are on drugs. If I saw this walking towards me, my leading words would not be, "Are you ready to die?" I'm sorry. I wouldn't lead with that. But then people don't want us to ruin their state by moving there with our essential oils and gluten-free food. I don't care about the essential oils. I make candles as a hobby. I love essential oils. Just leave your voting at home. It is over here. Yeah, it's right there. Which means we're gonna have to fight some more. So, we're going to come down here and we're going to kick ass and chew bubblegum. But I'm all out of bubblegum. That is a lot of red blips.
You like the sight of your own blood?
This is gonna hurt you more than it hurts me. Told you.
Here we go.
Alright, dude, where'd you put his body now? I don't care that you killed him, I just want to loot his corpse. Alright, fuck you, you're boring. Chew ass and kick bubblegum. Traps are not gay, I declare it so. Well, I've always lived by the rule that it's only gay if you're the receiver. So... what's over here? Oh, yeah, the South Vegas ruins are still over here. We're gonna come in here. We'll use these, because I think they'll do well. General Sherman was my favorite general and my favorite Sherman. Interesting. Where's the other one? Another one in here, I know there is.
What's the matter, you pansy-ass pinko? Getting tired?
Alright, which one of us is the pansy-ass pinko? Alright, now that that fun is over with. Dude, I got wasted the first time I came in here because I didn't expect to get hit that quick by that many Mr. Handies. Plenty of coffee cups here if you want to make more black coffee. Soda bottles if you want to make cactus water. Both of which I could do, by the way. Because I have the survival. I think I need some more barrel cactus fruit, but... New Vegas Steel. Factory automation test in progress. Current test time, 204 years. Lucky 38, executive override. Starting. Guess I'm not sure what that did, but it apparently did something important. Hey look, there's another star bottle cap. But since I finished that up, now they just count them as a regular bottle cap. Oh shit, that hurt. Wasn't expecting that. I figured that was just going to be a prop. Sherman was a murdering war criminal, attacking civilians and burning the homes to the ground. At Nuremberg, he would have been hanged. Hi, Ron. So, given what tomorrow is, I would be remiss not to ask you guys, where were you when the world stopped turning that September day? Are you going to make Alan Jackson disappointed? I am running out of space in a hurry here. See, with all the ammo that's around here, you would expect there to be a gun or something. Like, I know these people weren't just stockpiling ammo. But apparently they were. He made things interesting. If there's going to be a war, I want the most boom booms. I was sitting in my computer room watching Regis. That was 3 replaced chairs ago. Interesting. I was in school. It was pajama day, because it was homecoming week. That's a good way to get rid of some weight. Right there, just like that. Since both of those are worthless, we can use those as parts. But not that. That is much too valuable. Alright. That took some weight down. Alright, another spot off the books. Alright, you know what? Let's do a little bit more house cleaning here, as long as we're over here. As long as I'm overweight anyway.
Looks like break time's over.
Here's another question for the chat, as long as you're in here. I had to sign up for the selective service even though I lied and said I'm gender fluid. I felt like a woman that day, so they couldn't make me sign up, but they did. Oh yeah, at the time, if you just said gender fluid, they just probably just laughed at you. It really wasn't a thing yet back at the time.
What a shame.
You like the sight
Here we go.
That works.
You like the sight of your own blood?
Oh. If there's ever a draft, then your eligibility will be determined at your nearest MEPC or PS. My ineligibility is right there because I can't say MEPS apparently. Oh look, I'm overweight again. I didn't think it was going to take too long. I just shot a bunch of raiders and took all their stuff. I am 36, so I am no longer eligible for the draft. Yes, I know I'm over encumbered. That's why I'm moving so fucking slow. Let's see what we can do about that. Military Enlistment Processing Station. Sounds like you may have had some experience with that, Mr. Ron Helton. Did they tell you that, walk in that MEPS and say that I'm God? Honestly, I think that might do it. Alright, you know what I'm going to do as long as I'm here right now? Pick up another one of these. You can use that one. I learned it from a guy in holding to get a favorable sentence. As this country devolves further into fanatical socialism, saying that your God will probably get you selected for the suicide bomb squads. Oh man, this country is... I don't know, man. After seeing what they did to my hometown, I might vote for the Donald. I can't believe I just said those words. I can't believe for the life of me I just said those words. I might have to vote for the Donald. Just because I want to see all the progressives lose their positions, and I will do whatever I can at this point to do it. I don't want to vote for Trump. I do not. Chance's map and take out the Nopa cave, as long as we're here. And whatever the hell is walking around over here, if that wants to do me harm. Oh, there's a few things over here that wish to do me harm. They want to eat me. I guess let's go around the corner and clear the fucking rest of them out. Maybe. If I can find them. I'm leading towards voting for Trump just to give him a landslide victory. Jorgensen is just too Marxist for me. This election is horrible. Donnie just has to put some Antifa in camps, and I'll move over to Nevada and vote for him. No camps, just charge and put them in jail for the crimes that they commit: assault and battery, vandalism and arson, etc. Yeah? Yeah, there's a lot of that went around, so... I mean, the case is there. Kike Santos. Hola! Welcome. That's a new name in here. How we doing? Oh, unsatiable disavow. Let's see what that does to it. Just make a deal with Putin to send him to Siberia. Kike Santos is from Brazil. I do not speak Portuguese, unfortunately, so we might be in an impasse for language here. I speak a little bit of Spanish, not fluent, a little bit, but not Portuguese. Never learned that one. Honestly, I'm thinking doing a write-in, no way Biden, but I really don't want 4 more years of Trump. Yeah, that's the thing, is I don't really, after the Patriot Act, I don't want more Trump. I really don't, but I need to see a humiliating defeat for progressives at this point. This is a need for me. This is something that I must see after seeing what they did to Kenosha. Just a little ways away from where I used to live. Just a few blocks away. That was easy. Maybe a little too easy. Or we can round them up and pump them with various trial vaccines to see which ones work. I want to mean any more inflation, and both candidates want to print money. Sewell's here. How are we doing, Sewell? That was really... yeah. No votes for me unless it's Vermin Supreme. Yeah, I want to see every progressive right now tried for sedition, which will first involve getting every one of them out of office. And really, at this point, I don't even care to differentiate between a Democrat and a progressive. Why do so many things spit fire in here? Why do so many things spit fire in this game? I don't want the apocalypse. Too many things breathe fire. Whether the Dems coordinated these riots or it's inconsequential, the protests against police abuse are fallout from Biden's 1994 Tough on Crime bill. Jesus, when did you become me? Well, when did I become you? When I saw the car dealership. Every one of them needs to be tried. Which would you rather stop, the NSA or the Federal Reserve? The Federal Reserve. That's an easy one. Okay, so that's an easy take. We built a time machine. Speaking of time machines and alternate universe type stuff, Seawall, since you're in here, have you ever seen The Man in the High Castle? If you want to see a lot of Hugo Boss. I've been watching that over on Amazon. I started watching it, I don't know, probably 4 years ago. And I kind of enjoyed it at the time. Shit, I'm out of space again. How did that happen? Go back and kill the baby Wilson, or insist that his parents wear protection during sex. I've read the book, but I've not seen the show. I've not read the book. That's actually on my reading list. Episode 1. It's way more fun to kill the baby Woodrow Wilson. Defensively, Susan. I've seen. Man in the High Castle is not a bad show. Yeah, the second time, because this is the third time I've started it. The second time I watched it, I got through season 1, and then I went on and watched something else. The first time I got through like 4 episodes. The second time I got through season 1. And I just started season 2 the other day. That's an interesting one. That's a really interesting show. I really enjoy it. I like the alternative. I know that there's some sci-fi that goes along with it too. I'm not sure how that goes, but I'm not that far into it. But just the culture of it. It's enjoyable to sit back and watch. Alright, where am I going to lose some weight? You know what? I've got 2 pack meals over here. What do you have? 56? Oh, you've got plenty of room. And you've already got stuff. Alright, first things first, you're going to hold some more of the scrap metal, because I have way too much of it. Going to have you hold this and this. And that. And that for now. Where's that streaming? I told you the other day it's on Amazon. It comes free with your Prime subscription. That was the thing that I liked a couple weeks ago when you were watching. Fala Portuguese. No, I do not speak Portuguese. Unfortunately. A little bit of Spanish, but not Portuguese. Does anybody else in here speak Portuguese? Apparently Unsatiable does. What position do you want on the half track? I would need to research. more of the inner workings of a half track, but I would always assume that I would be some sort of engineer because I fix stuff. Ooh. A duffel bag. We like duffel bags. Huh. Now. Sorry, Kaike. I wish I could be more help to you. I have no Amazon Prime or otherwise. Hey, that means that you and Unsatiable can be friends. Because Unsatiable doesn't like Amazon either. We've had that discussion before. Alright, what else can we do here? Bonnie Springs, Vault 19 we could do. Or should I get the unique Tesla cannon? I think I should get the unique Tesla cannon, actually. Which means we're gonna have to come down here. So we'll start from here and we'll make our way around to the safe house and then the other southward things. Which means I might have to shoot something. No, apparently they stayed dead. Okay, usually those blow up when you shoot them. Gecko kebabs. Those sound delicious. Well, yes, I'll have some gecko kebabs. Would you rather talk to dogs or cats? Dogs. I don't care for cats. It's not that I don't like Amazon, it just reminds me of watching one of those home shopping club channels or such. So Jay's going mechanic. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm trained in that, so that seems like that'd be the natural course for me. Choice of weapon. I've got one for the chat for you guys. Speaking of choice of weapon. Here's a question for you guys, and I found this over on Twitter, and I answered this. It was a poll that I answered on Twitter. So, what is your choice for scattergun? Side by side, over under, semi-auto, or pump action, and why? I have a detailed 69-page plan on how to destroy Amazon. Yes, you do. You've actually gone through all 69 pages in my live chat. Requires key. So I can't go in there. Semi-auto, just as reliable but more versatile. Unsatiable? What do you got? Favorite scattergun? When I get more of your answers, I'll tell you mine. That is a lot of red. Holy shit, that's a lot of red. Kids, I think we're gonna start shooting here. somewhere. Holy shit, they're glowing. Every one of them is. Alright, both of my companions have better perception than me. It sucks. How about the show Cuties? I have not seen it. I want to flamethrower the war crime version. We don't talk about that filth here. No, I'll allow it. I haven't seen the movie. I know how it was marketed, but I know that there's been a very visceral reaction to it in the online community. And seeing some of the clips, I can understand why. But I do have to, go with ignorance on it. I cannot speak to it because I've never seen it. It's a movie, therefore I've never seen it.
Looks like break time's over.
Holy shit, that's a Reaver. Holy shit, that's another Reaver. These things are getting less and less scary as the game goes on. Once again, I can remember a point where that particular encounter would have completely fucking wasted me. I'm only allowed one weapon. I want one with some versatility. M16A with M203 grenade launcher. Mustard gas is good too. What kind of pasta should I make? The answer is always Alfredo, but I will once again go with ignorance on that because I have not had a carb in God, how long has it been now? 5 months? Alright, the nuclear test site. I'm going to pop some Radix, just because we are putting on radiation faster than I'm comfortable with. I'll actually probably grab some food down too. I have penne, corkscrew, or thin spaghetti. Thin spaghetti. A little bit of butter. And Ron, I was asking, not necessarily you're limited to one, I'm just asking what your preference is for scattergun. My preference for a shotgun is pump action. Every time. It reloads relatively quickly. It can hold 5 to 6 instead of your over-under, your side-by-side that only hold 2. And that distinctive sound of the action usually ends a lot of conflict before it starts. Oh, I like Alfredo the breast. Radiation is fake news. A little radiation never hurt nobody. Marinara with beef is my sauce. Yum. Then regular spaghetti it is.
Nuclear waste disposal.
Just gonna gobble some food down here quick. before Arcade started flapping his jaws. The Patriots Cookbook. Oh, that's more chemical. Model 12 Winchester. Anyone named it Jason? I missed that. Oh yeah, pump shotgun is the best. Never liked automatics. I shall enjoy the cards and your steed, good sir. Oh, the carbs.
Pre-war.
Yeah. No,
I
I'm
figured there was so much desert
I'm
back.
pushing down 50 pounds again, so I can't say I regret it. Entry 3 in the Diary of Trash. That sounds educational. Let's see what it has to say. Dear Diary, good news, Diary. I think it's finally starting to happen. Okay, so I do feel like totally miserable. What else is new? Haha, and my skin is starting to peel off. But I'm pretty sure that this is the first step. Oh, and my hair. I finally got it just the way I like it. Now it's started coming out. Why does ghoulification have to be so unfair? So apparently Trash decided that she wanted to be a ghoul. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it didn't work out. There's another star bottle cap. For the quest that I just finished. Entry 2. Energy weapon book. Which is useless because my energy weapons are maxed. Dear Diary, I've been in the shack for almost a week now. Nothing is happening. I'm so bored and the shack is so hot and it's totally ruining my hair. It's like so hard to find dye this color in the wasteland. That sucks. I want to be a ghoul now. I hate all this waiting. Life. Living is so underrated. There's entry 1. It's a Mentats. Entry 1. Dear Diary, I'm so done being confined in this human body, so today I moved into the shack at the abandoned test site. There should be enough radiation there to turn me into a ghoul. All around me, this world is bleak and dreadful. It's so wrong to want a body to match it. I wonder what color my skin will turn, and if I'll be able to find a good shade of lipstick to go with it. Probably not. God, everything is so miserable. Well, this sounds like a delightful person. The American troops during World War I adopted the use of pump shotguns to use in trench warfare. The Germans called the doughboys gangsters. I guess shotguns were too effective. Oh yeah, I could definitely see that. Like I say, my big thing with the shotgun is it, oh, bunch of booze in there too. The pump action shotgun definitely can stop a lot of fights before they start. I wonder if I can get around this fence. I don't think I can. I don't think that building's accessible. Because you're fenced off all the rest of the way over there. Maybe I can blow this truck up though. Nope, that one won't blow up. A Luger is better than a 1911, but not better than 911. Okay. Come on, let me up there, goddammit. There we go. Yeah, they're all fucking empty. Fuck you. Alright. The next one there is going to be the crashed vertibird. Actually, World War II or World War I shotguns were extremely ineffective due to ammo issues. Look at C and Arsenal, and they have the full story. .1911 is better than a Luger. Better round and less ammo sensitive. I want to carry a 1911. I don't have one yet. I want one. I want that to be my carry weapon. Hey, look. More stuff.
Looks like break time's over.
Yeah, I see that. You know what? Fuck this. I'm not even gonna dick around with this. Both. Somebody stole my Luger. I had a 1918 with matching serial numbers. Go with the subcompact 40. It'll be better than a 1911 as a carry gun. I have a subcompact 40. I used the 1911 during officer school. My unit threw the TOS call for me to carry an M16. Ooh, yeah. That is a rare one. That does suck. Sorry to hear. Oops. Fuck. I don't want to take that fission battery. Because those things are like 10 pounds. And worthless. Because they don't craft into anything. Alright. That takes care of them. And
A vertibird. Interesting. It's been a long time since I've seen one of these.
when was that?
Huh. Good question. Must have been in a book.
Some bodies and the Tesla Beaton prototype, which is a unique Tesla cannon. So, oh, did I give him the Tesla cannon? Must have. It's 8 pounds, 88 damage at nearly destroyed damage, 104 damage per second. But I'm going to take the other Tesla cannon from Eddie. We're going to fix that thing up. To almost full, and now it's 138 damage, 156 damage per second. and it drains 25 HP over 2 seconds after the hit as well, which makes it formidable to say the least, especially against. All right, let's see. Okay, your joystick gun for the half track is either SMG or a pump shotgun. That's an interesting choice. Now, I much prefer the SMG for general carry, but like I said, the pump shotgun, you hit that action, and people know that they're going to die. So it is almost worth it to take the pump shotgun at that point. I think I'm going to take the pump shotgun on this one.
What a shame.
Here?
Overkill. This whole area is littered with ghoul troopers that came over from the radiation bomb that they lit off over in Searchlight. Might as well hit the airport as long as we're here. There isn't a lot there, but there's some. Hurt. You want to like not stand in front of me while I'm shooting? That's enough of that. I can't hit anything from that height.
Here we
Not
go.
with this. I don't know what Arcade is aiming at. Yeah, they have way better perception than I do. Satchel charges, huh? This can be fun. If used properly. I love how I'm
time's over.
blowing optimized ammo on fucking rad scorpions. Little ones too. Are we talking the M113? I did a good thing by turning you on to this game. Is that Ison? Is that Ison I see over there? Because that's who turned me on to this game. Alright, this thing is way too clumsy to just keep using. Welcome in, Ison. Yeah, I used to do this every Tuesday night, but it was getting a little bit too tedious the day after the podcast, so now we do this every Thursday. Starting today, we're going to change the schedule a little bit. A little bit of luggage. Yeah, there isn't much to this. And I know we're going to start running out of locations soon, but yeah, just get a little bit of loot off of this. Bobbit worms to God. I don't understand the reference to that. Unfortunately. Alright. That's another location down. What else do we have left? At 114 hours. Got the crater. Searchlight East Gold Mine. I think we might hit that one quick. The gold mines. I'm going to hold off on doing the prospector camps just yet. I know we got to do dry wells yet. Or like I said, we could just go hammer out through the end of it too. Big assumption there's a little water demon would go to heaven, but you know. Ron, you could be machine gunner, and by Browning do you mean the M2? See, I don't know enough about Dune, unfortunately. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, so I'm planning on looking into it, but no, I don't know enough about Dune, unfortunately. Let's hit a gold mine. We got a couple. They had civilians paid to do that. I love it. 8.8 centimeter. Jesus. That's a lot of centimeters. Radioactive. Oh. Can I cheese this cliff? Yes, I can. Alright, there's one gold mine. I wonder what hells await me in here. I don't think I've ever been in this one. Maybe I have. I tried to get all the locations in the first playthrough I did, so maybe I did.
Looks like break time's over.
Ow. Is the Flak 88 gun. My buddy converted his Jeep into a technical for airsoft and his turret was Browning. Nice. That's right, you guys love to airsoft. I've never been, still. And look, I'm out of space again. Motherfucker. Ah, but yes, I can spam that because of jury rigging. Haha, I win. The 1919? Anyways, I'm gonna split. Take care, Ison. Thanks for popping by. That's awesome. Okay, was that just it? Just an armor stop? Or is there actually something else in here? Better question. Can I down some more food and take some weight off? Because somebody decided to shoot me with a fucking grenade rifle. Alright, is there actually anything in here, or was this the point of this just for me to use the Vipers for target practice?
Glad that's over.
There was another one of these fuckers armored up with metal armor. Maybe not. Alright, I think the whole point of that was for me to use the Vipers as target practice. Alright, where's my pack mule? Actually, might not work as well as I'd hoped. I used to get those barrels red hot, they'd be smoking. So what do you want for a non-mounted weapon? Never used a saw before, but I think that'd be a good choice. Interesting. Alright, let's go see the other mine. Ego Player 13. I don't know what that means, Spartan. I'm sorry. Alright. So then we are going to head straight north and hit the north mine. But I'm actually going to cheese that. Will come from the Coyote mines instead. I've got this problem where my perception far exceeds my graphics card. By like a lot. Really? That's what you want to do? What the hell? We'll hunt this one out so I can go fast travel as soon as I get back out. Because as long as that red blip is on the radar, fast travel's off the map. That's supposed to give you a graphic. Oh, no, it didn't do that. Let me see if it did it on the YouTube chat. No, it didn't. What countries have you been to? I have not been outside the US, unfortunately. And the more I talk about politics on YouTube, the less likely I think that's going to be. That it's going to happen. Alright. The weird question's going to be... We'll fucking cheese that, too. Alright, we're gonna see some more Vipers in here. Nope, this is ghoul infested. Come on. Don't be like that. I've been to Poland, Austria, Germany, France, Czech Republic, Hawaii, and US, which is far away from my state, so I almost count that as another country. Hawaii is the only tropical place I've been to. I've been to Florida. That felt pretty tropical to my Wisconsin blood. I don't know if that counts as tropical, but for this frozen tundra guy, it felt pretty fucking tropical. I'd never seen a palm tree before. I guess I would have expected there to be more behind a hard-lock gate. That's kind of lame, actually. So that goes back to the entrance. This goes deeper into the mine. Some food if we want it. Some empties. I want to go to Florida. I've seen a palm tree with snow on it. I'm in the US now, but I'm moving back to Europe in a year or so. I didn't know you were European.
Bad guys.
I know you've been here for a while, but no, I didn't know you were European. Awesome. I've seen a snowstorm in Texas, yeah, but what you guys call a snowstorm and shut schools down for, I don't even turn four-wheel drive on for. But hard also because I kind of like this girl. I hope she rejects me so I don't end up staying. Spartans stay in the States. We're way cooler than Europe. Yeah, I didn't, like I said, I didn't know you were European. What brought you here? If you don't mind me asking.
Here we go.
Oh, as a kid, not my choice. Dhaka! You're in Dhaka! That's weird. I didn't know there was any 45 stuff in the vanilla game. Apparently there is. That's cool. She had a war club too, didn't she? Which is also something that's not in the vanilla game. That's actually a little interesting. I don't know how that works. How is all this set to owned? I'm going to give that that last little spot one more sweep here because that's interesting that I have a key for this this hard locked door, and yet there didn't appear to be anything in there. Of use, anyway. Did I miss something? No, I'm not a Dhaka. Army brat? It was like 2-4 inches of snow dropping over a few hours. No. Technically, my father was military, but not U.S. Never been to Europe. I had a pen pal in Austria as a kid. I spent a few months in Austria. Yeah, my uncle did a big tour of Europe when he was just out of college. Because he went around studying cooking around Europe. Alright. There's not crap in here. Alright, then let's get the fuck out of here. And go find another location to hit. We're burning through them. Knocking all kinds of loot off the walls. My German is horrible. Do love the old castles in Europe. Hey look, there's more stuff to shoot at. One is friendly?
Looks like break time's over. Here we go.
Center mass. Center mass till it stops moving. I don't quite want to do this section yet. Until I get the Legion good and pissed off with me. And then I can go dump the radiation on them. I'm not sure if I'm spelling it right, but the most important phrase in German is Ich möchte ein Bier. If I get rich, I'm moving to Hawaii. Fuck winter. I like the snow and the cold in the winter. I love the snow and the cold in the winter. It didn't get cold enough when I lived in Boston. I love the cold in the winter. Yes, I'm tired of winters and not really that cold here. Once you get old, they say winter hurts your joints, and that's why a lot of old people move to Florida. Well, that's why Robert's there. What else do we have over here? What is this? The Coyote Den. Let's go see what that is, which I think is just a map marker. I don't know if I can't get out of here. As long as the red blips are on. Another one down. Eat more greens. I love the weather in Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii. Love to eat broccoli, especially cream of broccoli. Yummy. Not too hot, just perfect. I was only in Hawaii for 2 weeks, but I'm in love with that place. I've never been to Hawaii. One of my high school buddies goes every couple of years. My cousin got married there, actually. Alright, what's next? Holy shit, I didn't hit that powder ganger camp. Did I? That's neat. Let's do that. I can see why the Japanese tried to take it. Alright, which camp is it that I need to go to? This one. With the animal friend, the mole rats will leave me alone. I got a feeling a lot of this is more than mole rats, though. No, it's mole rats. God, those are ugly. Don't fuck with me, though. When I take over this planet, Hawaii will be the capital of planet Earth. The UK will be a prison island. Are you from England, or? I know you just said Europe, so. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do, but hey, I'll take it.
Hey!
Yeah, I got one off after he was dead. And I am out of room again. No, I just hate England. Okay. We really should do Vault 19. I think we'll do that next. And all the farmsteads that go along here. Including taking all the death claws that sit along this railway station. Actually, you know what I'm going to do next? Because I said I was going to do this already. Let's find... Well, I'll actually have to go find this cave too, but... Let's go find Cannibal Johnson's cave. So we're going to start from Vault 34. Actually, before we do anything else, I gotta unload some shit. The royal family's wealth should be confiscated and given to me. The Queen of England should be made to beg for food.
Welcome, sir or
I
madam.
see.
Do you wish to purchase something? I am ready to...
Well, this is lame. I also have to buy some shit. I don't really want to, but I might have to. We'll buy him out of ammo and see what it does, I guess. But not the crap run ammo. We'll leave all the crap ammo in there. Let's see what we can get rid of now. That SMG can go, that pistol can go, that pistol can go, that SMG can go. That and Gerda, because my energy weapon stat is already maxed. Rid of this junk that I picked up too. I thought about the best way to take over the world is either build a religion or become a Catholic pope. All these popes these days are so weak, I would call for a holy crusade. Every male Catholic would be enlisted in my army. Sweet, I'm free. I am Protestant if I do anything at all. Fuck, I dropped it off for the fuck is it? The Deathclaw omelet. Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna leave this too. What else I want to do? Building a religion would take too long, so I'd have to storm the Vatican with my followers. Worst part is the Catholic Church has no nuclear weapons, but will still do a sex jihad, so we don't need them. I see. Jesus, how much 308 do I have? You know, I should have been doing this right from the beginning too. Just as soon as I unlocked all these recipes. Well, shit, I got a bunch. I'd scroll wheel up, but that'll hit the chat too, unfortunately. Yeah, just I'm gonna do one of these in another game too, where just as soon as I start picking up ammunition after I get all the big recipes, the good recipes, the vigilant recycled recipes, just break everything down and make the vigilant recycled recipes. Because there's no reason for having standard ammo anymore. Before I get out of here, is there anything else I can get rid of? Probably that, actually. Probably that too, because if I'm gonna get one, I want to get the GRA one.
Welcome, sir or madam. I am.
Which I think I'm going to get the GRA one. Yes. Hey, cool. The Vendortron has money again.
Come back and see us again
It
soon.
would be nice to scare any political state. Jesse Kelly, at this rate. The only subscriber to Netflix is going to be Chrissy Teigen. Oh, you're quoting a tweet. Okay, I see what you're doing there. Nice. Why don't you hold on to this for right now? And we'll come back for it later when I want to blow something to shit. Which ironically... Alright, who's shooting at what here? Alright. Now! We're gonna go... I thought I hit Raoul's shack. What the shit? Thought I hit that. Now we're gonna go see Cannibal Johnson's cave. Are you sure they have no nukes? It's a fair question. I'm not sure. Holy shit, guys, is it pushing 11 already? Wow. We got a bunch of stuff done and... Ow. You suck.
That tower on the strip, the one you can see for miles, I hear it ain't sealed up no more. Well, it's about damn time. What took you... Oh,
Oh?
I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now.
You sound like you're eager to die.
There's a twitch in my trigger finger. I've lost my eagle eyes, and the other day I could have sworn I heard Sergeant Dornan chewing me out. I'm old, and I'm starting to feel it. It's not pleasant, especially when you know your mind's slipping away. And we all gotta go sometime. But I was hoping for something a little more heroic.
Imagine that in the future any person can print a nuke at home, so cops do random inspections of homes once a month. Well, I'm sure that cops do random inspections of hoes once a month, but that's another story for another time. Yeah, no, we don't need to live in that world. We don't need to live in that world where the police can just search your home at any time. Fuck that. Who's Sergeant Dornan?
He was a drill instructor I knew. He was also the meanest bastard I've ever known. Once he caught this private out of uniform, and old Dornan went off on the most ear-blistering rant known to man. It was inspiring.
You served in the military?
Yeah. It was a long time ago. Things were better back then.
Tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Are you a cannibal?
Ha! I'm not saying. It's part of my mystique, after all.
Sounds like there's an interesting story behind it. Sweet check.
The truth of it is that I did cut out a raider's heart, but only took a bite to mess with his buddies. They had me surrounded, and I went with the first thing that came to mind. Some ran, and the rest were startled just long enough.
You live out here by yourself?
Sure do. Had a wife for a while. Tribal girl, really pretty eyes. But she's been gone a long time now.
I don't have any more questions. Let's talk about something else.
Well, ain't like I've got places to be.
Goodbye.
Be seeing you. Maybe.
That's interesting. I never noticed this path before.
What's up? See?
There doesn't appear to be anything of value down here, but I never noticed that this path was here. The water's set to own, that's awesome. Highly irradiated, set to owned. This was supposed to trigger an event of some sort. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Alright. Well, we got that one done anyway. Alright, what else can we do? Camp Golf. I haven't been to Camp Golf yet. Well, shit, let's do that. Might call it after that, though, too, because I gotta pee. But I know there's some side quests we can hit at Camp Golf. I can't believe I haven't leveled yet. Like, leveled out. So I thought for sure I would have got that far already. Technology doesn't interfere with freedom by nature. Yeah, well, the police don't need help.
Controlling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Alright, so this is Camp Golf. And I think we're going to go hear Chris Christopherson speak, and then we might call it. But as long as we came this far, let's go hear Chris Christopherson speak.
Hey there.
Is that a ghoul? I didn't know that the NCR took ghouls as soldiers.
Hey. Morning.
But usually when you got that nice gravelly voice, it's a ghoul. I thought he was out here. Usually he is. Maybe I'm wrong. A lot of unnamed rangers around here, I can tell you that.
Hello.
Hello. Morning.
Oh, Bethesda. He's typing, but he's not typing on anything. Okay, so I was to the understanding that Chris Christopherson's character in this game showed up outside around daytime. What time of day is it? It's 8:01 a.m., so he might not actually be out there just yet. He might be just getting out there now. That might be what it is. Yeah, there he is. So Chief Hanlon.
Back west, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had. Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. Takes some getting used to. But if you're here long enough, it starts to seem normal. That's what a ranger's life is now, looking east. You must be the courier folks have been talking about. Word on the radio is that someone wronged you back in Good Springs. The Mojave has a way of burning decent people up. But it sounds like you've done right by the NCR.
Are we doing okay on frames? Because it looks like I'm actually losing
now,
frames
what can
here.
I do for you?
Or am I loading here? Because it looks like I lost a bunch of frames here for a while, so almost all of my frames. So I don't know if we had an interrupt with the internet or what happened there. Tell me about yourself.
Folks around here call me the chief, but Hanlon's just fine. The Rangers run themselves pretty well, but I try to lend a hand. Mostly administrative work, helping coordinate intel on the radio. That and keeping an eye on the fires growing across the water.
How do you coordinate intel?
It's a simple system when it works. Patrol rangers radio intel to ranger stations. Comm rangers send the intel up the station chain until it reaches Camp Golf. Then I or one of the other rangers on duty organize the data, evaluate it, and send information to camps or troopers in the field.
Why don't the ranger stations send the intel directly to the troopers?
Comm rangers might have an incomplete picture of the situation. There's a lot going on out there. Intel needs to be coordinated through Golf so we can verify and advise appropriately. Troopers have enough to deal with. We don't want them questioning their intel.
Let's talk about something else.
Shoot.
What do you know about Caesar?
The best of the best, worst of the worst. He came out of NCR, one of the followers of the apocalypse. Like a lot of the followers, he went out in the wilderness with a partner to try to help those who needed helping. Not much different from how the Rangers used to be, except with books and medicine instead of guns.
Where did he go?
Out to the Grand Canyon. He met a missionary from Utah, a man by the name of Joshua Graham. Graham helped translate for the followers and the tribes. All three of them got nabbed by the Blackfoots down there, back when they were still at war with every other tribe in the Southwest.
How did a follower wind up becoming Caesar?
Somewhere along the way, he realized he needed to educate the Blackfoots or they were going to get wiped out with the rest of the tribe. Showed them how to use guns, how to make explosives. Once he taught the Blackfoots a thing or two, they needed him. And he no longer needed the followers, NCR, or anyone else. He decided he could remake the tribes of the Southwest whether they wanted it or not. He became Caesar, and Joshua Graham became his legate, his right hand. And that's where Graham stayed until the Hoover Dam.
What happened to Graham after the Hoover Dam?
Losing the dam was the worst defeat the Legion ever suffered. Graham had been with Caesar since the beginning, but he had to set an example. The Praetorians covered Graham in pitch, lit him on fire, and down into the Grand Canyon he went.
So that was the end of Graham?
It's not that clear cut. You have to understand, Graham was the toughest son of a gun anyone around these parts had ever seen. Before Hoover, we had 5 kill reports on Graham from Rangers and 1st Recon sharpshooters who tried to take him out. Some folks think he's still alive. Call him the Burned Man.
And we saw him in the Honest Hearts DLC. Are the Blackfoots part of the Legion?
Yes and no. The Blackfoots don't exist anymore. Just like any other tribe that gets swallowed by the Legion. Caesar takes the tribal out of the tribe. Scrapes and burns off tattoos, breaks up families, forces mixed breeding so all the old loyalties die away. The only tribe in the Legion is the Legion. Caesar is the chief, father, and God, all rolled into one.
Let's talk about something else.
Shoot.
How's the NCR doing?
Mojave Outpost sent word through the stations. The Rangers coming up from Baja moved through Dayglow a week ago. Some of the patrol rangers have reported that Oliver's power armor heavy troopers are starting to reinforce the front lines. Wish they got here a bit earlier, but that's a Senate for you.
What do the new Rangers mean for the NCR?
The Baja Rangers can do more advanced night scouting and sharpshooting to assist the troopers. Ranger combat helmets are old pre-war gear. They have built-in low-light optics. Makes a big difference.
Tell me about the heavy troopers.
They have the best equipment the NCR can get its hands on. Power armor salvaged from our war with the Brotherhood. Techs strip out the joint servos so you don't need special training to wear it. It feels like you're carrying a Brahmin on your back, but it can take a heck of a lot of punishment.
Let's talk about something else.
Shoot.
What has the Legion been up to?
Word is that the Legion's old-timers have shown up. Caesar's veterans from the Red Okie Centuria and what was the Painted Rock tribe. They're the best of the best and the baddest of the bad. Short of a Centurion or Praetorian, they don't come any tougher. You come across a pack of them, weigh your options carefully.
What makes the veterans so tough?
Take a regular legionary and age him 10 years. Whatever they lose to age, they make up for with experience. Life expectancy isn't long in the Legion. You live 10 years in Caesar's army, you're a force to be reckoned with.
Tell me about the Centurions.
There's no real equivalent to them in the NCR. Centurions are battle-born elite officers who earn their rank with blood and sweat. They wear special outfits, too, pieced together from the armor of all their defeated enemies. Good commanders, tough opponents.
Who are the Praetorians?
Caesar's elite guard. They travel with him wherever he goes. A bit of insurance in case any of his guests get funny ideas. They aren't the toughest legionaries, but they're the most devoted to Caesar. They believe in everything the Legion stands for.
Let's talk about something else.
Shoot.
Tell me about the Rangers.
I could tell you a lot if you had the time, but at my age, I'm not sure which of us would get tired first. What do you want to know?
Have any good stories to tell?
Suppose it depends on what you think's good. Most folks want to hear about Hoover Dam and Boulder City, but it's a long story. If you want some tall tales about hunting down slavers or busting up gangs, talk to one of the younger Rangers.
There must be something good the Rangers have done that you're proud of. Beach Jack.
Kind of a long one, but all right. About 25 years ago, a group of NCR settlers pushed way south into Baja. I guess it doesn't seem so far now if you look at a map, but back then they were out of ways. They built this little shanty town around a well in the middle of nowhere. Called it Rattletail. Word got back to one of our stations that raiders had been attacking the place. I went out with 6 Rangers. We must have been on the trail for a week before we got to Rattletail. We lost one woman to night stalkers and another almost died of dehydration. When we reached the place, it's 6 shacks set up around an old well. There's over 24 bodies lying in the dunes way outside of town, and 5 men with 308 rifles crouched behind sandbags. And these bodies, these people out in the sand, they aren't raiders, aren't even heavily armed. They're just people who were trying to get to the only well in 50 miles. I didn't have to talk to the men to see that they did not care one bit. They had planted an NCR flag over the well. They would not budge until every last one of them was laid out dead and cold. So I walked up and told them there was a group of raiders coming, 100 strong. I made up some cockamamie name for them and everything. The men looked at each other, looked at us, and asked me what we were going to do about it. I told them we would take them back into NCR territory because we'd already lost 10 Rangers on the way out. 10 Rangers, 5 men with 308 rifles. Well, that was enough for them. They packed up what they could and we took them back north. Last I heard, they settled somewhere in Anza Borrego. Raised bighorners. Had some tough times, but it worked out okay for them. So there you go. That's my one bit of good.
So, what happened at Hoover Dam and Boulder City?
In big battles, Caesar deploys his legionaries in waves. Recruits up front, prime soldiers behind the recruits, old guard bringing up the rear. Opponents wear themselves out dealing with the first 2 waves, if they survive that long. When the veterans step up, there's not much fight left. Caesar can adapt, though, and when required, he can run any mix of legionaries as skirmishers and still retain order in the ranks. Joshua Graham, Caesar's old legate, he wasn't so flexible. When the Legion attacked Hoover Dam, General Oliver ordered his troopers back to the middle ground just after first contact. Graham pushed all of the legionaries onto the dam filling the east side with recruits up front and veterans in the back, by the book. But once they were in, they were stuck there. Oliver's troopers were entrenched and wouldn't give a foot. That's when we ordered the Rangers and the 1st Recon sharpshooters to start picking off veteran Legion officers from a high ridge west of the dam. That only lasted about a minute before Graham ordered the back ranks to push through to the front and rush the ridge. Caused total chaos among the younger legionaries. Oliver's troopers fell back to the side walkways and stayed out of the veterans' way. By the time the veterans got to the ridge, we were already in Boulder City. They followed us down there, but we were out before they realized what was happening. We'd packed the old city with C4 and dynamite. Crude, but it did the job. Those who didn't die in the blast were in no position to mount a defense. The ones left on the dam didn't know what to do. The troopers routed them. Graham pulled the remaining legionaries back, but the battle was over. He went south, back to the Grand Canyon, back to Caesar. And that was the last we saw or heard from Joshua Graham.
Let's talk about something else. I think I've brought up the... Yeah, that's it. So that was the story.
Adios.
That Chief Hanlon has. A lot of lore for the game, which is a lot of fun to have, instead of just guns up and shooting all the time. There is a quest that goes along down here, but I honestly think I can speech scum through it. If I find where the camp is. And what dares oppose me? I got its attention. And it retreated. Hacksaw Ridge is on Tubi TV for free. I might watch it later. Or you can pick up some Amazon and watch The Man in the High Castle. Hole 1, par 4. So Camp Golf, as you could imagine, was a golf course and a country club.
Morning. Oh, hell. What is it now?
How'd you end up at Camp Golf?
I've been here since the first push into Vegas. Back in the day, this camp was the hotspot for conflicts with the Legion, Raider tribes, you name it. These days, I spend most of my time trying to beat a little discipline into the soldiers under my command. I've gotten soft with no action.
Funny, I thought this is where they sent washouts and losers.
Yeah, well, somebody has to wrangle those washouts and losers. Somebody's got to turn them into a real fighting force.
Sounds like you're a little disappointed in your troops.
Disappointed? We call them the Misfits for a reason. They're undisciplined, lazy, and they have absolutely no esprit de corps. The squad leader's got some promise, a kid named Mags. But as for the rest, I don't see much hope. I'm going to make them shape up if it kills me, though. Or them, for that matter.
Maybe I can help you whip them into shape.
You're welcome to try. Hell, maybe they'll listen to somebody they don't see as an authority figure.
How did you like serving in the Army?
Man, it's my life. I joined up when I was 16. I don't know how to do anything else.
You joined at 16, you're still a sergeant?
Yeah, well, I didn't want to get promoted out of the field. I didn't join up to drive a desk.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Whatever. Alright. So, flags are our follow-ups. Is now the active quest. So we're going to talk to the Misfits about improving their squad.
Morning.
Poindexter.
I'm assuming you aren't associated with the Army or the Rangers. What can I do for you?
Sergeant McCready asked me to talk to you about getting your squad into shape.
That seems highly illogical. What reason would he have for doing that?
He thinks you might respond better to someone who isn't an authority figure.
This is an unexpected variable. I had hoped to coast on an easy wave of mediocrity to a cushy government pension.
Maybe I can help you out.
And how would you propose accomplishing such a goal?
It occurs to me that I might cheat.
An intriguing proposition. Company readiness reports are logged on the computer systems at the resort. If you hack the system, you could alter our records. Such an attempt, however, is likely to thwart efforts to motivate the squad to do actual work. If such is your goal, you should look elsewhere.
I'll do it. Work is overrated anyways.
Excellent. Squad readiness records can be accessed from 2 terminals at the resort. The main terminal in the lobby, or a secure one in a back office. The main terminal is typically unlocked, but is also in the middle of a major thoroughfare. You'll have to be stealthy to access it. The office terminal is locked, but you might have an easier time accessing it, especially at night. I somehow...
Alright. So yeah, we can just scum this one. This one's an easy one. And I'm gonna do it. And then they're gonna put these guys out to the front line and they're gonna get killed by the Legion. And then it is 11:15, and I get up at 5 for Contemporary, so after I do this one, I think we'll call it a night. We had a good conversation with you guys. Even after I started losing frames left and fucking right. Alright, so first things first, like you mentioned, we are going to wait until night. So we'll come back into the corner here. It's 9:45 in the morning. So we'll shave 12 hours off the clock. Until it's 9:46 at night. And it's dark out. And sneak back here. The terminal is locked with a hard lock. Well, we've got a science
Just
skill.
as a warning, my covert bandaging skills are a little rusty.
It's high enough that that shouldn't matter. Plus, as long as I got 6 stealth boys sitting around here, we'll throw one of those up too. And I can already hear my karma going down. Squad CG554-2 Misfits. Rifle range report. Squad CG554-2 demonstrates consistently poor marksmanship and lacks basic firearm skills. Team coordination is minimal at best, and individual rivalries crop up frequently. Recommend further basic training and team building exercises. Final analysis poor. Grenade range reports. Squad CG554-2 has demonstrated an appalling lack of skill with regards to the basic explosive armaments of the NCR Army. It is, to speak frankly, a miracle they retained all of their limbs. Extensive retraining with dummy rounds is highly recommended. Final analysis poor. Alter readiness records. Back. Ranger Detachment Alpha. Access denied. Ranger Detachment reports not available from the system. Okay, so I can't get into those. And I lost some karma, but... I'm still invisible.
You've managed to become extraordinarily well-liked by the top brass. You should exploit that for your own gain wherever possible.
I think you'll find that the Misfits records are now much improved.
You actually did it. My friend, I am without doubt a genius, but I must say, you've given me a run for my money. Bravo. Bravo.
Alright. And we finished that one. Another quest down. Alright. And with that, I think we're gonna call it a night, like I said. So, got some main quests here. What else do we have for locations? I think next time we're gonna take Bonnie Springs. We're gonna retake that from the Vipers, because that's currently occupied right now. And then go through Vault 19 and then run this little set of farmhouses. Unless, like I said, unless you guys want me to just scam to the end. Because, I mean, all that's really left is a couple little side quests here and the main quest. Just a couple little locations here and there, but there isn't much there either, so I don't know. Still a lot of gameplay left, or like I said, it would be just as easy to get down through the main quest and see the end of the game. And then I'll go maybe do some retro gaming or something, but we'll decide. But we're going to call it here for the night. So we'll get a hard save in. Marsh D 9501. I'm glad you enjoy the fact that I'm playing this game. Sorry that you're catching up right at the end. But yeah, I got a news show to get up and do in the morning too. So yeah, I'll be up in probably 5.5 hours from now to get ready and do that. So thanks for stopping by there, and hope we'll see you back here next week when we play some more of it, and maybe swing by one of the news shows as well. We do them at 7. Well, between 7 and 8 Central Time every morning. But we're going to head on out of here. Got a hard save in. 116 hours, 52 minutes, and 33 seconds. And we're going to call it a night. So, whoops, wrong scene. All right, we're going to head on out of here for the night here. We'll be back here in just a few hours to get back in the morning. I'm already just starting to lose some frames, so it'll be time to do that. But thank you guys, everybody, who came and hung out with me tonight and played a little game with me. After the day, I could definitely use the distraction and a little bit of fun. But thank you to Ron Helton, Spartan, Unsatiable, Marsh D, Free Kyle. Yeah, that, I don't know if you caught that or not, Spartan, but that, I used to live like 3/4 of a mile from where that happened. Marsh D, Spartan, Ron Helton, Seawall was in here, Wyatt was in here. Who else did we have? We had a couple new names in here even. Let's see. A little bit of German speaking here. Yeah, just a bunch of people. You guys all rock. Ice and Fire showed up, reminding me, of course, that he was the one that turned me on to this game in the first place. Had it not been for him, I would have never even played it. Yeah, so much conversation today. Games for Funds. Where was our friend from Brazil? Did I lose him somewhere? Yeah, Kaike Santos. Yeah. Thank you guys all for coming in and hanging out here. Hope to see you in a future show at some point. So give us a follow along when we pop live and ask questions in the live chat. Love to see you in the live chat, and we will see you next time. Well, we got one more message here to close this out with. Where is it? Oh. We'll try to stay awake in the morning for the morning show. Oh, wow, close. Kyle, self-defense is not murder. Yeah, and that's what we're going to see out of this. But that's all we're going to have for the night. Take care, and whether we see you on the news or on gaming, we will see you next time. Have a good night.